let's get into what you got going on, man, with Concert Crave, man. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do and when did you get started?
Um, so pretty much for everyone that doesn't know, Concert Crave is a artist development concert production company. We build local communities and markets all throughout. Right now, East Coast, starting to move out west. We're in about 20 states, 20 states, 30 cities, 35 cities, something like that.
Right.
So we're building community in each of these markets. We do local showcases, and then we give artists the opportunity to get onto our headlining shows. Headlining shows, we're bringing out some of the biggest artists that we all listen to, upcoming artists and everything like that. Our biggest thing is being able to blend the local community with headlining artists because that makes a bigger show and a bigger experience and a greater experience. So that's really what we're into right now. We started about 2017 August. Our first artist was with Lil Pump. This was before Gucci Gang came out. He was on the rise and everything like that. We wound up booking him, where he was only worth about 700 tickets. We brought in a local community. We got some local artists involved in the show. They sold tickets. We wound up doing 1,600 people. So just with the local community, we doubled our numbers with that.
That's amazing.
So with that being said, it kind of made sense for us to add in a local feature where a lot of concert venues and bigger promotion companies, they just focus on the headliner,
Right.
but a headliner really isn't known as big in every market, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
They can be a superstar in California, but when you get to New York, they might not be as big as an artist. So you want that local support that even if you don't know who that artist is, you're going there because your friend's performing on the show or there's someone in common that is going to be at that event. So we definitely try and target the local audience.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
That's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
And I think one of the most fire part about what you're doing is you're working with these big artists, but you're actually, and I mean it's super smart too as well, and it feels like you're giving back to the community by involving local upcoming artists and connecting them with some of these big billboard artists. So I
Yeah.
think that concept is just super dope.
Yeah, so it's actually really cool. Like some artists that we've been working with, on a local level have been given opportunities to go on tour with some of these headlining artists and stuff like that. Agencies scouted them and stuff like that. We've had about 4 or 5 artists that ran through our platform now that have been given bigger opportunities. There's a DMX movie that's coming out. One of our artists in Pennsylvania has a song that's going to be on the movie. That's a big accomplishment for us. It's a proof of concept that we love seeing, and it's definitely a great feeling to have.
It's a
Yeah,
win-win.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Antonio Simmons for Dogman for that new DMX movie. Yeah, he's putting that together. That's fire.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, super dope.
for real. I mean, I don't want to take all the questions I think of, but just a quick one is that
Yeah.
as a local artist, how can they get involved with your showcases to be able to connect to work, get on these shows with the headliners?
Yeah, so pretty much as long as you go on our website, concertcrave.com,
Okay.
we have a whole artist we have a whole artist page where to fill out the application, everything like that. What are the perks of, running and signing up to us? We make everyone run through a showcase first. Reason why we do that, like a backstory on how we started doing the showcases. After our Lil Pump show, we booked Ski Mask the Slump God. That was our follow-up though. Someone reached out to me. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna sell 50 tickets. Can you put me on the show?" So I was like, "Cool." Like 50 tickets to me, I looked at it, was like, $1,200, $1,500. That's a big come up. So I said, "Yeah, no problem. Sell the tickets. Give me the money. I'll put you on the show." Winds up, he goes on the show. He sold all the tickets and everything.
Yeah.
His music didn't fit the show. that he was on. So people were booing at him, people threw pizza at him. It was someone threw a slice of pizza at him, and it was humiliating, you know. And you know, when he got off stage, he came over, he's like, yo, like, I want my money back. Like, you robbed me. And I looked at him, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I let you perform on the show, like that was our agreement. And he's like, no, like, you should have. And at the time I really didn't process what he was saying. So, you know, a couple days were going by, a couple weeks, it just like stuck with me because I didn't like how he felt. You know, like that's a big thing. You never want someone talking bad about you or bad about your brand. You know, so when he felt that way, I really thought about, like, we have to figure out a way that we could not categorize artists, but how we could take note, so future shows we could put them on the correct shows. You know, if you sound like Lil Pump, we wouldn't want to put you on a Trey Songz type of show. You know, they're completely different artists. So now we utilize a showcase to kind of break that down. So now we know when we book Lil Pump, these are the artists in these markets that we can reach out to get involved. But when we book a Trey Songz, these are the artists that we can reach out to and everything like that. So that definitely helped us. I feel like develop our brand a lot more.
Wow.
Especially like during COVID too, because, you know, you couldn't really do shows, everything like that. So we just wound up doing like local showcases. We like limited the capacities to whatever the state regulations were. So like in Chicago, we were only allowed to do 10 people in the room at a time.
Wow.
Luckily with the showcase, we live streamed everything and all that. But during COVID, we actually wound up expanding our brand into all these different markets because there were no shows happening. So when people hear that, yo, there's a showcase happening, you can win money, you're involved in a bigger picture, people love the idea, people jumped right on. And that kind of, you know, helped us grow into all these cities and markets that, you know, we're in right now.
So I have a question for you, and so you kind of answered it, but I was maybe wondering if you had some more insight. But what are some of the things that you learned as a concert promoter that nobody prepared you for, aside from the thing you just described?
Can you say that again?
Yeah, sorry, I was like,
no, you're good.
What are some of the things that you learned as a concert promoter that like no one prepared you for?
Just because you have 1,000 people in the room doesn't mean you made $10,000. I would say that.
Can you elaborate on that?
You know, sometimes a show might take 1,500 people to break even. You know, you do 1,000 people to a normal person, you can't tell the difference from 1,000 and 1,500 people. A lot of people are a lot of people.
Right.
You know, so sometimes when people see a lot of people, they're like, yo, you made all this money, or yo, you home run. It's sometimes not that. You know, you're just doing it because you lose more money doing it than canceling it at that time. You know, and people don't understand that, you know. Yeah, you have 1,000 people in the room. That doesn't mean you made money. You know, you just had 1,000 people in the room. That's dope. You know, that's cool. But that's not always the home run, you know, the success. So I would say that's definitely the biggest learning lesson that anyone that's doing concerts, definitely encourage you to do it. Just be mindful of that though. Definitely a cool image, great confidence booster. But then when everyone's looking to get paid, you know, you definitely want to take consideration. Yeah.
Wow.
I would definitely say.
No, that's like I was not expecting that at all. But
yeah, I would say that. But other things to learn is definitely, you know, hospitality. You know, even though you're in the concert business, realistically, it's hospitality. You know, you definitely want to treat everyone great. You know, from the person that's cleaning the venue to the person that's buying a $200 meet and greet ticket, you know, to the artist that you're paying you $50,000 to. You know, everyone has their part in that. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. So like when, you know, that one was crying because, you know, her best friend tripped, you know, that means something because that's a concerning, you know, customer. They could write a
Right.
bad review, they could have a bad experience. That's something that, you know, for us, it's not, you know, you can't make money off of a one-time customer. You can
Right.
make money off of repetitive customers, you know,
Yeah.
because you guys becoming a fan of our brand, you're now becoming in a way like a brand ambassador. You're telling people about our brand. You're seeing, following us, you're seeing the concerts that we're doing. You're now, you know, if you've been following, you know, if you've been following us for the past couple months, it's a continual growth that now you're like, yo, check this out. Like, look what's happening. This is cool. You know, and it definitely,
Right.
you know, brand ambassadors are huge. Shout out to all the promoters that promote all of our shows. We have about like 2,500 promoters, you know, all signed up all throughout the country. They all promote, you know, what shows are in their markets. When we do big shows and we need everyone to promote, we have the capability, and, you know, we reach out to everybody, everyone promotes it, everyone puts part in, you know. So without the promoters and the local artists, you know, and our team that works at our office, you know, none of this is possible.
Yeah, you bring up a really good point about like making sure that everyone is having a good time, because you go to a concert and, you know, for you and for the people that are working the crew, it's just like another day. But for
Yeah.
these people that are coming to see a concert, like, it's a heightened experience for them, and, you know, emotions are high and can be pretty
Yeah.
volatile if not done the right way.
But even, you know, like you said, with working crews, you know, working crews, they work every day, you know,
Right.
they go to work every day. When that one particular person comes in and they can make your day better, then, you know, even with the crews, they love when we're there now. You know,
Right.
we're there, we're buying them lunch, we're bringing them waters, we're making sure that they're taken care of. You know,
Yeah.
we're at a normal 9 to 5. You're lucky if you go on break, you know, so we
Yeah.
definitely try and take, you know, do our due diligence with everyone that's there, even the security guards. We make sure, hey, any issues tonight, who you know, we're able to try and tackle everything to try and fully capture everyone's experience. You
Yeah.
Right.
know?
No, that's actually that's a major key, and I hope people can see that not only for entrepreneurs, but if you're a couple upcoming artists or whatever you're trying to do, um, even though you know those are all like the little things, but that matter, and those would help expand you in the long run. Like you said, it turns everyone into a brand ambassador. Um, I think it was even dope what you said, which was kind of unexpected earlier about the difference between 1,500, 1,000 people and breaking even, because a lot of things that we talked about on the clout on the episode is that a lot of people be more focused on clout than the finances. Like, you can do 1 million streams on Spotify, you don't have nowhere close to $1 million. And so many
Yeah.
people are focused on cloud, like, yo, I got 1 million streams. Now there is a way to flip that
Yeah.
and have the right avenue set up so you can capitalize and get to that $1 million. But a lot of people don't, because they'll be like, oh, TikTok, I got 1 million this, or Spotify, I got 1 million that. And they
Right.
too like, whoa, I just did 1 million. Instead of thinking about the financial aspect of it, what is my plan? When I reach this, how can I turn this into cash? Because that's not the real cash. So I think that's very dope how you
Right.
highlighted that.
Yeah, there's this cool photo. I think it's like with Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, and it shows a photo of them and they're in like $20 khakis, $30 Skechers. They have no Gucci belt, and it says like, two of the richest people in the world.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Not a Gucci belt in sight. And
Yeah.
that definitely to me, that's wow.
Yeah.
You see me, white t-shirt every day. I've been wearing white t-shirts for the past 10 years. You can look on my Instagram. I claim that, stamp that.
Mhm.
I try. I dress presentable. I make sure I'm always clean cut and everything like that. But
Mhm.
as far as my outfit attire, I
Yeah.
have my own swag. I wear sweatpants. I wake up in the morning. I pick out my closet, boom, 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 throw it on. I'm not worried about how I look because our reputation and my presence speaks for itself.